I pulled Resolution 040 for a separate vote because I'm very pleased that Mayor Lanke, Maureen, and Melissa and this council have brought awareness to this Hidden Heroes campaign. The campaign's focus is to support the caregivers of wounded, ill, and injured service members and veterans. These caregivers could be someone from a spouse to a parent or a relative or a friend. And I think something like this bears that we should read the resolution out loud just so everyone can get an idea of what this campaign does and what it is that Edison is doing. It says, whereas the series of wars in which our nation has been engaged over time since World War II has resulted in 5.5 million military and veteran caregivers who are parents, spouses, siblings, and friends caring for those wounded, ill, or injured who have served our nation, as documented by the 2014 RAND study commissioned by the Elizabeth Dole Foundation. And whereas the daily tasks of these military and veterans caregivers can include bathing, feeding, dressing, and caring for the grievous injuries of wounded warriors, administering medications, providing emotional support, caring for the family and the home, and working outside the home to earn essential income. And whereas the nation provides multifaceted support to our wounded, ill, and injured veterans and service members through public, private, and philanthropic resources, but their caregivers receive little support or acknowledgement. And whereas most military and veteran caregivers consider the challenging work they do as simply carrying out their civic and patriotic duty without realizing they are, in fact, caregivers and do not identify themselves as such. And whereas an alarming number of military and veteran caregivers, according to research, are suffering numerous debilitating mental, physical, and emotional effects as a result of their caregiving duties. And whereas the Township of Edison desires to recognize and support those who are serving in these vital roles in our own community, now therefore be it resolved by the Township of Edison as follows: that the Township of Edison become a Hidden Heroes city in support of military and veteran caregivers. That the Township of Edison seek to identify military and veteran caregivers residing in our city. That the Township of Edison work to ensure that our government, organizations, employers, and nonprofits are aware of the unique challenges of military and veteran caregivers and are encouraged to create supportive environments and opportunities for assistance. That the Township of Edison plan an observance each May during Military Appreciation Month to honor and recognize the city's military and veteran caregivers in partnership with the Elizabeth Dole Foundation's National Hidden Heroes campaign. That the Township of Edison encourage all who care for and support veterans and service members to extend that support to their caregivers. And finally, that the Township of Edison designate a point of contact for our city from the public or private sector for citizens and organizations wanting to offer support and caregivers who need that support. I cannot be more proud that the mayor and this council are proposing a resolution that deems the Township of Edison to be a hidden hero city. The council always makes a point to recognize Eagle Scouts and other residents for things that they have done. These are things that we can visually see. We see an improvement. Anybody that goes by can see. But this resolution recognizes people that perform such great duties for our own veterans and service members, and they don't get recognized because you can't see it. And I'm happy that this resolution finally gives recognition to those people that perform these duties that may not be readily seen, but is very important to, number one, the veterans and the service members, but important to our country as a whole and the Township of Edison. HiddenHeroes.org is a website that's been created. It's the premier online community for military caregivers. It features a private community where military caregivers can share questions and advice, a directory for caregiver resources, and a national military caregiver registry to help connect caregivers with support. The website also features a call to action page for every American who wishes to be part of the campaign. There is a link on Edison's website for the hiddenhero.org. If you go to our website, you can go to About Us, and there's a link for charities and organizations, and you'll find the Hidden Heroes website there. So I encourage everybody to go look at the website, see what the foundation stands for and all they do, and offer your support and help. I know that this resolution is not only important to me and to the mayor and to the administration, but also to some of the council members, and some members of the council have contacted me asking to say a few words about that as well. So I open it up to the other council people that would like to say a couple words about this resolution.
Council President,
Yes.
I couldn't agree with you more, and I want to thank all those involved in bringing this forward to us and taking the initiative to make sure that we do, in fact, do our part as a community to recognize these people, but most importantly, to support them in their efforts of taking love and time out of their lives and commitment to help those who've made the sacrifice and go in the front lines and fight for us to defend our freedom. So I think is a responsibility that we need to see through, that we need to stick by them and help and support in any shape or form that we can. So thank you to all of those, and of course the ones that initiated the program, but all of those who are also trying to expand it. So thank you to the administration and the council members for putting this forward. And thank you in advance to all of you who will become a part of it, because I know that we have a community that has put a lot of effort into making sure that our veterans are taken care of, but this is a big part of it, is helping those who can take care of our veterans. So I'm in full support of it, and thank you all for bringing this forward to us.
Thank you.
Council President?
Yes, Councilwoman Schwab.
I'm a little under the weather, so I don't want to talk too much, but I just want to echo everyone's sentiments. And I hope that not only does the community get more involved, thank you, Councilman Sandulski, but I think we still need to do more. There's a lot of men that are, and women who are coming back, and they need a lot of medical resources. And I'm hoping that if we can help those families out and help them, get back on their feet again when they get back with jobs, and especially with veterans homelessness, it's terrible that these brave individuals went out to protect us and our freedoms, and we can't give them everything and then some. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Zandowski.
Yes, Council President. I echo what my colleagues have said, and I feel very strongly about our veterans and the people who care for our veterans who are in need, or in their families who are in need of help due to disability or were wounded, usually work behind the scenes and do not receive the recognition which they deserve in caring for them. And these are men and women that were willing to sacrifice their lives for our country. The least we can do is offer them support. And these hidden heroes, which they truly are, hidden heroes, are doing wonderful work. And I'll wholeheartedly endorse this resolution, and I'm very happy that the mayor brought this, and Maureen and the staff brought this to our attention, and I'm going to be supporting this resolution. Thank you.
Thank you.
Council President?
Yes, Councilman Deal.
Certainly, I want to echo sentiments of my colleagues in thanking the mayor, the administration for bringing this forward. This is a proud moment for us to be involved in such a thing, because it is so important. I know that everybody listening, everybody in the audience, everybody here, everyone understands, has somebody in their family who needs care. And one of the things about being a caregiver when people really need it is extremely difficult, because there's no time limit on it. It's not, it's not like you're saying, well, I want to help out today or tomorrow for a week. In some cases, it's many years of really hard work. It's hygiene, it's health, and as the council president pointed out, it's not necessarily glamorous. We have a great tradition here in the council chambers of recognizing the wonderful contributions of our residents here in Edison, And as the council president pointed out, a lot of these things we can see, and they're beautiful, and it's nice to talk about and be part of. This is different in that when they talk about hidden heroes, these are people that are not recognized. They're not recognized, and yet the work they do is hard and exhausting, with sometimes really there's no timetable in sight. They just keep being companions to these people, keep helping these people, caring for these people, and in many cases it is a spouse or a loved one, a family member, and in other cases it's not. In other cases it's someone who came into that person's life and has become a companion. It is a wonderful thing for us to be part of, and what I like about it, and I want to commend the administration, is this is specific. We have a plan here. It's not we're just saying, hey, this is a nice thing and we want to do it. It's a plan. We've identified things we want to do moving forward. And I'm really proud of the way this was set up, and I want to thank everybody involved, and certainly I'll be supporting this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Council President,
Yes, Councilman Quill.
I can echo the same, everybody here. I thank the administration and Mr. Tom Lanke for putting this together. When I think about being a caregiver, I took care of both my parents, and I know there's quite a few of us who've done the same. But in being a caregiver and not having a time limit like our Bob Deal has mentioned here, it's the to and from appointments, and so many things going on, the adjustment of your entire house, your life, and you have to have a work schedule, combined. So the factor of not just pointing out the family or pointing out the friends, everybody involved together, really important. I stand behind this 115%. I think it's a great way to start off the new year, recognizing those who put us here. We've had many engagements together, and we all know here, while we're here, why the opportunity we have to have our jobs, this opportunity to serve, and we thank all the veterans. And this way to recognize the caregivers is just, it's like an unsung heroes who do so much. So thank you for putting this together, and I listened to every word you said. And I'm happy we pulled this separately to discuss. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Quill.
Council President,
Yes, Councilman
it's
Patel.
a great resolution, and I completely agree with all my colleagues, what they have said here. And thank you, Mayor Lanke, for coming forward and making sure that we do participate, we do our part in these kind of great things. I think it's a start. And what I would say that let's spread the word. It's not about the resolution, but it's about the participating in the moment. And once we spread the word, make sure that we reach as many people as we can, ask them to volunteer, whatever the way they can, financially, by time, or whatever the way they can, and make sure that we have 1,000+ residents volunteering for this great cause, and make sure that we are there for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Patel. And Maureen, has the mayor, the administration designated that point of contact person yet?
I'll have it at the next meeting.
Okay. The council does have a Veterans Subcommittee, so if there's anything that the Veterans Subcommittee can do, please let me know. Is there a motion to adopt Resolution 040?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Coyle?
Yes.
Councilmember Deal?
Yes?
Councilmember Gomez?
Yes.
Councilmember Patel?
Yes.
Councilmember Sandelsky?
Yes.
Councilmember Shop?
Yes.
Council President Lombardi?
Yes. The Hidden Heroes Foundation has asked that the council take a picture with the resolution. So at this time, I'd like us to stand in front of the dais to take a picture with the resolution.